The first movie was the appetizer, the second movie is the main course. Director Denis Villeneuve continues to raise expectations about Dune Part 2. As you know, the film would normally be released in October. However, due to the Hollywood strike, we had to wait for March. And as we approach the end of the long wait, let's take a look at what awaits us in the sequel. First of all, a short summary may be useful for those who do not read the books and those who do not have fresh information about the first film. The planet Arrakis, where the film is set, has been ruled by House Harkonnen for many years. When the Emperor appointed Duke Leto Atreides as the new ruler of the planet, the centuries-old feud between the Atreides and Harkonnen households began to flare up again. The Harkonnens launched a coup to end this competition and caused great damage to the House of Atreides with the death of Duke Leto. But that wasn't going to be enough. If you remember, in the last part of the film, Paul Atreides and his mother, Lady Jessica, who were taken prisoner by the Harkonnen, managed to find a way to escape. And this is actually the key point that connects us to the story of the second film. So why is this extremely hot planet Arrakis so special? The answer is very clear. This is the only planet in the universe with spice melange. This spice acquires psychic powers, and it enables higher cognitive abilities and longer life. Also, it makes possible interplanetary travel. Although the Dune universe has set in the very distant future, we do not even encounter some of the technologies we use today, such as computers or robots. The reason for this is that with advanced technology, now out of control, there has been a war in which humanity has destroyed all technological devices, and this actually increases the importance of the spice even more. Then there are the natives of the planet, the Fremen, masters of the desert. They know the nature of melange best. It is very difficult to know where and how many people they are. The Fremen were oppressed for years during the Harkonnen reign, and even the Baron commands them all to be killed in the end.
And the Fremen kill them all.
In the movie's finale, the Fremen take in Paul and Jessica, who manage to escape the Harkonnen persecution. Paul's first meeting with Chani, whom he often saw in his dreams, not only formed a special bond between them, but also laid the foundations for the great uprising against the Harkonnens.
My road leads into the desert. I can see it.
There is also the concept of Kwisatz Haderach, which we often hear in the first film. However, to better understand this term, it is necessary to mention the Bene Gesserit community first. Bene Gesserit is a predominantly female cult with high-level physical and mental abilities. This community also plays a huge role in determining the future of the universe on a political and sociological level. There is one superhuman that the Bene Gesserits want to create in a planned way to bring humanity together and make a better future possible: Kwisatz Haderach. A messiah who rules space and time, can see past and future, and who has been weighted by the universe. Paul, whose mother is also a Bene Gesserit, undertakes the role of both a potential messiah for the universe and the long-awaited savior of the Fremen. There's also a small time jump in the sequel. This means that Paul gains strength among the Fremen and is more prepared to rise up against the Emperor.
I am Paul Muad'Dib Atreides, Duke of Arrakis!
As you can see, Paul greeted the locals with the nickname Muad'Dib, which has a special meaning for the Fremen, and he started the journey of rebellion and revenge with a large crowd behind him. However, Villeneuve says that they still want to avoid the fact that this film is just a Paul-focused story and introduce more characters in the story. The most remarkable of the new characters we see in the trailers is undoubtedly the feyd-rautha, played by Austin Butler. Rautha is the favorite of the House Harkonnen. He is also the Baron's nephew. Feyd-rautha is determined to take over the house and rule the planet, and he is even ready to take on his brother Glossu Rabban in his quest for power. According to Villeneuve, the character is a psychopathic serial killer with Olympic-level swordsmanship.
feyd-rautha, he's psychotic.
Another new name is Christopher Walken, who we see in the role of the Padishah Emperor. Seeing Paul's rise among the Fremen, the Emperor commands him to be killed.
Paul Atreides is still alive.
Deal with this prophet.
In addition, Florence Pugh will appear as Princess Irulan, the Emperor's daughter. And in the film, Léa Seydoux will play an important Bene Gesserit member. Villeneuve described the sequel as an epic war film, and we know that there will be much more action than the first film. It should be also mentioned that the entire film was shot with IMAX cameras. The film will be released on March 1st. So what do you think of Dune Part 2? Do you have high expectations for the film? We are waiting for comments. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to Club Cinemori for more cinema content.